very good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? Good evening, Anjali. Hi, Pranjal, Nipun, Arohi, Yogesh. Good evening. Hi, Nia, Kanishka. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hi, Angel, Shubhankar, Janisha, Ishan, Purva. Okay. Hi, Ria. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you all again to another episode of Boost Your Vocabulary with Srivastava. And hi, Neeman. Good to see you. Yes, Diksha. Hi. So what we're going to do again, 5 words. And if I'm keeping my fingers crossed and there's no issue with the network, we do pronunciation and menti. So those are the things that I'm thinking of doing with you today. Hi, Harshita, Pragnya, Ishani, hi. Okay, perfect. I am perfectly fine, Aryan. Thank you for asking. It's just been such a long day because of, Monday. So जो खूनी मंडे वाला scene है ना, वो तो for sure it's something that is happening, and we'll probably be able to end the खूनी Monday together today. When will DU-JAT take place? Good question. Your question hurt me. But no, DU-JAT generally happens in September. But since we have no idea about whether or not it's happening, we're not sure of what it is, the situation's not very clear at the moment. So obviously it's difficult to comment on that. Okay. All right. चलो start करते हैं आज का पहला word. Okay, we're going to be using videos, of course, and talking about what each of these words mean. So first, good evening, Shrestha. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you the first one. The word is strut. We'll talk about strut after you watch the video. Hi, Tanisha. Here you go. Watch the video and then we'll talk about it. Hi, Karthik.
Start giving the lights and ask Rahul to stand by.
That's right.
Okay, that is strutting. What she was doing was strutting. Can you give me ideas as to what strutting could mean? Hello, Hiteshi. Walking in a glamorous manner. Okay, on her face, do you see a lot of pride or do you see humility? What do you see on her face? Confidently walking. Okay. Stiffly with confidence. There's a lot of attitude, right? Lot of attitude, lot of confidence, right? Pride for sure, arrogance, right? That's strutting. Imagine, I don't know how many of you would be able to relate, but I think every principal is like that. But if you imagine, your principal, when she used to go on rounds, okay, in your corridor, and she or he, depending on whoever is the principal at your place, they'd have a very, up, upright posture. They'd be like, ऊपर ही देख के चलेंगे, वो कभी नीचे नहीं देखते होंगे. Correct? That's how principals work. And then they'll be looking around as if they own the place. That is strutting. Okay, it's not normal walking. Prancing to an extent. But so whenever we talk about, walking in a way where you think that you own that place, that's strutting. When you're very sure, very confident about yourself, you have that pride, that arrogance on your face, that is strut. Okay. So watch this. The mnemonic aid could be stroll. Stroll, however, is just like a leisure walk, right? A slow walk at that. But strut would have a very different connotation. However, stroll and strut both mean walking. So you can probably remember it through that. Strutting is also something that peacocks do. All right, it's very commonly used. The word strut is very commonly used for peacocks. Now, you know how peacocks walk, right? They walk in a certain fashion because they know that they're very beautiful, and they're also known as very arrogant creatures, apparently. That is strutting. Okay, with the pride that they have. Exactly. So walk with a stiff and arrogant manner. That's strut. So it's a verb because it's walking. So the boss strutted through the corridors. Again, pretty much the same logic as principals are bosses. Bosses, walk in a certain fashion because they need to show the dominance and they own the place quite literally, and that's the reason why they walk the way they do. Which number the word is it? This is the first word we're doing, okay? So it's a verb because the boss did this action of walking, all right, and it's a stiff, arrogant walk or a walk with a lot of pride. That's strut. Heading to the next word, the word is irate. Okay, for irate, I mean, how can you expect that there is a vocab booster class that I am conducting and there is no mention of friends? I mean, that's not possible. So we'll probably kind of have to go back to, looking at one of the videos or one of the scenes from Friends, and then we speak of irate, okay? Oh, opposite of strut is bashfulness. Opposite of strut would be walking coyly. Yeah, so a walk of shame is opposite of strut. Okay, walking in a timid fashion. Okay, here you go.
What? Well, it was quite large. I had to throw most of it away.
You threw my sandwich away. My sandwich?
Irate, how would you describe this person? Especially after getting to know that his sandwich was thrown away. Messy and Ross, yeah. Level of acting for this guy, man. Hi, my young. Never seen Friends. Koi nahi, I'm not judging you. All I'm saying is there's a nice little world out there which you might want to explore. Frustrated, infuriated, angry, arrogant, anguished, angry. Yes, so he was shouting. After which, by the way, soon after this scene or this particular frame, we get to know that he is now given a sabbatical where he'll have to go for an anger management course, and he'll have to go for therapy to control his anger. So irate is then a person who is extremely angry, furious. Okay, so you can think of this as irritate. Now, if you irritate someone too much, मतलब एक तो the normal irritation, but if you irritate someone to the level where they lose control, that's when they become irate. Okay, so feeling of anger, furious, infuriated, incensed, incandescent. Yes, that is all the words that you can think of for irate. So the company received a bunch of irate letters from the employees. That means there were a bunch of angry, infuriated, furious letters that the employees sent the company. It's an adjective because we're describing the letters here. We're saying how the letters are irate. That means they were angry letters. How I Met Your Mother better than Friends? 2 second silence for that part. I don't know what to comment on that. When I watched both, but okay. So that's an adjective. That's the second word. I'm going to very quickly move to this third word now. Third word is stupify. So I'm going to watch the video first. And Phoebe also wrote an angry note for the sandwich. Yes, she did. But that didn't really help apparently. But okay. Right. Watch and then we will discuss.
आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं हो आंखों में तेरी
Right, so there's a war that's been waged in your comment section. The Big Bang Theory, then there's Mirzapur for some reason. Now we've talked about songs again. So I don't know what to say. But yeah, so stupefy. What do you think stupefy means? Yes, it's a Harry Potter spell. Of course it is. Yes. Ooh, how did I forget that? Meaning is stupid? No, apparently not. To astonish, to bewitch somebody. Right. Stupefy is to stand in utter surprise or shock. Okay, to not be able to move because of that kind of shock or surprise. Okay, so stupefy then means stupor. By the way, I don't know how many of your psychology students would know stupor is basically when there's no movement. Okay, so stupor से हम याद रख सकते हैं, या you can of course remember it through HP का spell of stupefy, which means to not move at all. Right, that's also another way, of course, to remember. So stun, um, to be flabbergasted, right? To spill someone, to astonish, to shock someone, to stun them, to astound them. That's stupefy. The news about the loss in the business stupefied her. That means she was almost at an absolute loss for any sort of words, or that she couldn't even react to it, couldn't even say anything or move about because of it, because she was so shocked or surprised, stunned. It's a verb because we're talking about to surprise, and she did this action of being absolutely shocked after the loss. Do we have any easy mentee today, or are you still playing the bad cop? I don't know. Stupefied. FIED. I'm not sure. Apparently, मेरी तरफ से तो it's an easy one. We will see about it when we see it. Shreya was stupefied when she heard people claiming HMS. Yes, yes. So you literally saw a representation of the word by me in the whole thing. Yeah. I was stupefied by Shreya's comment. Yeah. Next picture. Rancor. Now for the rancor word, I want you to first look at this video and then we'll discuss.
Give yourself.
Can you get me some warm milk?
Yeah. Hey, baby. I hate kids. I just hate. Shut up!
Is this guy mad?
You shut up!
How dare you?
Shut up, you Angrez!
Frenzy or gamble can be antonyms of the word stupefy. Frenzy, yes. Gambling is like you're running around playing. Technically, okay. A lot of people think frenzy is overrated. True. So rancor is he also goes on to say, I hate kids. That's what he's saying, right? He has a kid at home and he is not very fond of her either. So when you're hating something, strong hatred, exactly, that's what rancor is. Like a very, very strong hatred towards something is rancor. So hardcore hatred is how you can remember the word. Hardcore hatred, so bitterness, hatred, especially that's the one that's long standing. Like it's not something that you've just picked up recently. It's something जो आपके बहुत time से चलता आ रहा hatred for something. So loathe, yes. Animosity, okay. Abhorrence, absolutely. So those are words that you can use. Abhorrence is one word we can use. Loathe is also another word. So yeah, those are words that we can definitely use. Corn is a verb. This one's a noun, right? So yeah. So he spoke about babies with a lot of rancor. Hello, Krishna. So he spoke about the babies with a lot of hatred, a lot of bitterness, acerbity. Okay. Abhor is quite a nice word, isn't it? Abhorror se yaad rakh sakte ho isko, like things that are horror for you. Rancor, as you can see, has two different spellings. This one's a British spelling where you are including you, right? And this one's an American spelling where you're not including you. That's the difference between these two words, but they are pretty much the same. It's a noun because talking about bitterness at NESS, abhorrence, ENCE, spite, malice, acerbity, ITY. He spoke about the babies with something, right? So all of that tells us that rancor is a noun. What's the spelling of rancor? Like I told you, Bhomik, both are correct. One's an American one, the other is British. Okay. Heading to the next word, I think the last word for the day. The word is altercation. Okay. Altercation ke liye, want to watch the video first and then we will discuss further about it.
सिंगार एक चतुर नार बड़ी होशियार मेरे मन के द्वार ये घुसत जात अपने ही जाल में फंसत जात हम मरत जात अरे आय 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 चतुर नार बड़ी होशियार करके सिंगार अपने ही जाल मेरे मन के द्वार फंसत.
While pronouncing comfortable is R silent. Yes, comfortable. Means change, not necessarily. Not because there has alter. Alternatively speaking lines. Argument, squabble. Yes. Do you see that they were actually fighting in the whole song? Like if you've seen the song, it's literally like all of them were anybody, whoever there were two people who were fighting, and one of them also fell down the window. That's also happened. Okay, but the entire song is about a quarrel. So altercation is exactly that. So it's a heated discussion. Think of altercation as a heated discussion. It's very, very strong, wordy, a noisy argument, okay, or a disagreement, or a quarrel, or a squabble. Those words you can think of, okay. I had an altercation with the ticket vendor, meaning that he had something with the ticket vendor, quarrel or squabble. TION likha hua hai end mein, so obviously it's a noun. A noisy argument, you have a determiner in the meaning as well. Okay, so those were our 5 words. Let's now get you to the pronunciation bit for the day. The 5 words they were talking about in terms of pronunciation. Heated debate, yes, basically a verbal dispute. Hanji, correct. Pronunciation wise, the first word that we're looking at is etc. So a common mispronunciation of this word is a lot of people say etc. That's how people pronounce etc. It's not etc. It's not x. So don't indulge and include your x's in anything and everything you say. Instead of saying etc., it's actually etc. So it's etc. Okay, etc. That's the first one. The second is, a lot of people say, and mostly people say bury. Okay, bury as in, I don't know how to write it. It's people say bury, but it's not bury, it's bury. It's bury. That's the correct one. This is wrong, by the way. It's pronounced the way it's written. And this one's bury, not bury. Okay, not bury. Oh God, no. Okay, so it's bury. Next is not lingerie. It's not lingerie either. I don't know how else would anybody pronounce it. It's berry. Yes, berry. Why does it feel like our life was a lie? I'm happy that I'm busting those bubbles here. A little 99% say berry. I know. I've heard those 99% saying that, which is why. So it's not lingerie, it's not lingerie. I don't know how else would you pronounce this. Is lingerie. Okay, it's law. j को कैसे लिखेंगे? j, like je m'appelle वाला j, and then ray. Okay, lingerie. Basically, हाँ, like if Arohi spelling helps in any way. Jersey नहीं है, अच्छा जरे, हाँ, ठीक है. Even Shreya's would help. ठीक है, so it's not lingerie, it's not lingerie, it's lingerie. Next is there's an ongoing debate on whether it's GIF or GIF, but it's actually GIF. Like give wala G ka sound. Okay, it's give wala G ka sound. That means it's GIF. 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 Last one I think is commonly known. It's not debris. It's debris. Okay. So from the top, etc. Okay. Berry, lingerie, GIF, debris. Rendezvous. Okay. GIF. I know. Like that's the easier way out, but GIF it is. Okay. But that's how you pronounce. All right, so those are our 5 pronunciation words for the day. I'm going to now take you to the menti bit of it all. I don't know, I'm just too nervous to start menti today. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like you already have made me. Is it mirror or mirror? It's mirror, not mirror. Like in the sense that the last R is rolled so that you don't pronounce it that much. Okay, so maybe that's the reason why we tend to have that kind of confusion. Maybe. Menti, yes. And I'm apologizing in advance if at all, you feel that this is too tough. or a little too much. We generally pronounce abbreviations as single alphabets, then buy gifts. Beta, that's how we have. So it's not basically. It's not like It's not an abbreviation that you would like. So it's actually a GIF. So if you Google it and dictionaries vagera, maybe it's GIF. Maybe one exception. Those tough mentees are so helpful. So don't either need it. Okay, I'm gonna fail in spell bee so badly. Okay. Sharing the screen. Hold on, you guys. So you have 6 questions. What are they about this time around? Again, it's a mix of everything. The code for the day is 34772502. Somebody please send the group a group pe code. Yeah, chat box pe code bhej do so that if you guys can't see it or can't access, that's what it is. 34772502. I am not promising you anything. Nothing good, nothing bad out of this. I'm just promising that you learn if there's anything that you did not know. That's all the promise I can make. Thank you, Aryan. Right, so 45 of you still have entered already. I'm gonna wait for some more people. Like I said, it's a mix. So the time limit will also differ from question to question. You have to be as swift as you possibly can. There are a lot of things that you'd already know, don't worry, I think. Okay, we're going to start with the first question then, shall we? Okay. भगवान जी का नाम लेते हुए पहला क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करते हैं and the first question is on your screen. Thanks everyone. Which of the following idioms means hungry? Very hungry, okay. I could eat cheese, I could eat a horse, I could eat a house. Thank you. Okay, 32 of you have answered this correctly. If I could eat a horse, it's not a house or a cheese. It's I could eat a horse if you are, famished, if you're really, really hungry, like up almost starve kar rahe ho, that is, I could eat a horse. Okay. 32 of you have answered this correctly. So leaderboard pe you have Hiteshi on top, then Agrim or Purva. Sorry, Purva, Yash, Janisha, Neeman, Casper, Riya, Sana. Okay. Getting to the next question, second question for you guys on your screens. Here you go. Which one's correct? Okay. I'm at a loss of words. I'm at a loss for words. Now that's like almost a tie. 25 of you have answered this incorrectly. It's I'm at a loss for words, not I'm a loss of words, loss at words. No, it's always loss for words. Okay. Keep that as a note if in case you did not know about this earlier. So I'm at a loss for words. In terms of your leaderboard, there's somebody who has Shreya ma'am hearts written. So, okay. That's really sweet. So you have Agrim on top now. He's also the fastest. Then is Yash, Casper, 7 up. Abhay, Sana, Cookie. Then there's Shreya ma'am with Bodil, Kritika, and Sia. Let's get to the third question, all of you. Okay. Is mention not an apt reply to a thank you? Yes or no? So 37 of you say no. 18 of you say yes. So for those who are saying no, what is the correct reply to thank you? If not welcome, what else can you say? If I had to include the word mention, how would I reply to a thank you? If I had to use the word mention. Don't mention it. Exactly. So mention not isn't even a thing. Like it's not even grammatically correct, firstly. Okay. You don't ever say mention not. So just say don't mention it. All right. Don't mention it. That's the correct answer for thank you. If you want to use the word mention. Of course, then there are other words like my pleasure, anytime, no worries, so on and so forth. But if you want to use the word mention, you'd say don't mention. It's a very Indian thing, yes. So 37, I think of you have correctly answered this. And Grins on top still. Yash was the fastest. Then there's Abhay, Semna, Kritika, Sana, Sia, Janisha, Bot, and Dal Chawal. भूख लग गई बहुत तेज. Next question. Question number 4. Hi, he has invited you for dash lunch. It's an easy one. A lunch, the lunch, no article. Good. 17 of you have answered this incorrectly. You don't use any article with lunch, dinner, breakfast, supper, brunch, any of that. Unless, of course, you're making it more specific. So if I say the lunch that she made was tasty. Now here I'm saying which lunch. I'm talking of a very specific lunch, which is the lunch that she made. So there I can use the, but here, if you're talking about a normal regular lunch, you don't say anything. You don't use any article. He has invited you for lunch. Okay. All right. So you see now you can't come and tell me that my mentees are difficult. You guys are scoring really well, and you're all doing really well in this one. Agrim, fastest, and on top, Yash, Abhay, Kritika, Sana, Sia, Janisha, Dal Chawal, Bot, and football. 5th question for you guys, everyone. So for the 5th question, you have the jury dash a difference of opinion, something that I just discussed with Pat. Has a difference of opinion or have a difference of opinion. Okay. Have. When you are talking about jury is a collective noun, correct? You're talking about jury, the collective of judges. Now, the rule is that whenever we talk about collective nouns, if there is unity in that collective noun, you are going to use a singular verb with it. If there is no unity in that collective noun, then you use a plural verb with it. Now, it says there is a difference of opinion. मतलब कुछ jury में कुछ लोग yes बोल रहे हैं, कुछ लोग no बोल रहे हैं. The other people are saying I'm undecided. That means there is absolutely no unity in that group of people. So they're no longer a group. They're all behaving as separate individuals. कि कुछ हाँ, कुछ ना, कुछ मुझे नहीं पता. That kind of thing. So for that, you will make that word plural. Here, that's the reason why have is correct. Okay, that's the reason why have is correct, has is not. If I say the jury has agreed, now this is correct. Why? Because the jury has agreed. Like there is unity in this sentence कि सबने हाँ बोला है. Collectively, everybody said yes. That means when there is unity, I'll be using a singular verb, which means has is correct. I hope that that's clear. I hope that ये समझ में आ गया होगा आप लोगों को. I'm going to take you to the leaderboard. Abhi tak everybody was going well. Now we have only 17 people who have answered this correctly. There's Regina Phalangi here. Okay. Agrim has not answered this correctly, but still has managed to maintain his stance in the leaderboard. Yash is the fastest on top. Sana, Dal Chawal, Football, Sia, Agrim, Regina Phalangi, MMSK, Abhay, and Casper. The jury have agreed that's wrong. Yes. The jury have agreed is wrong because there is unity there, right? So अगर unity है तो मैं उसको plural नहीं बना सकती. Could you please use another example for this rule? Another example for this rule could be like if I say, the class has have different ideas for decoration. मतलब कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं balloons लगाओ, कुछ बोल रहे हैं confettis. Some are saying, you know, handmade strings लगा सकते हैं. Others are saying no, just glitter. There is a clear no unity situation here in this, which means it will be plural. So the class have different ideas for decoration. Now the class, even though is a collective noun, collection of students, right? But these students are not behaving as one group. They're behaving as separate individuals. सबके अपने अपने ideas हैं. So which is why we'll use have. Now if I say the class has come to a decision about decorations. Do you think this is okay? Is this sentence correct? The class has come to a decision about decorations. Yes, क्योंकि collectively कुछ decide हुआ आपस में, and then they decided on to the decoration. That means there is unity. That means this is singular. Clear? All right, Janisha, I hope that made sense, right? Next पे चलते हैं. Last question. Be careful answering this, okay? All right. I dislike the girl dash I met at the library yesterday. Who I met at the library or whom? "31 of you said whom, 21 of you said who." Okay, something again I've discussed with a few earlier today. Here, all you really need to see is what is the subject of the sentence, what's the object of the sentence, and the only idea here is who is for subject, is for object, correct? So, अब आपको पहले ये decide करना है, फिर से go to mark this one correct, है ना? Good, happy. So, if I say I dislike the girl, that means I is the subject, dislike is the verb, the girl is the object. अभी हम object को लगा रहे हैं, okay? Object को refer करेंगे, तो we will use an object case, which is whom. So, I dislike the girl whom I met at the library yesterday. I'm skeptical about the previous rule, never heard it anywhere before. But it's a rule, even if you've not heard it. So stick to that rule, because if at all question पूछ लिया exam में, so they will be marking you on that. Okay. All right. So who and whom में यहाँ पे all you need to do is refer to which part you're referring to. If you're referring to an object, you will use an object case. If you were referring to a subject, you'd have used a subject case. Okay. इसलिए 31 of you answered this correctly. Okay. Give an example where you will use who. अच्छा ठीक है, I'll do that. Yash has not answered this correctly. Sana hasn't. Dal Chawal has. Okay. So Dal Chawal is the fastest and also correct. Also the winner. Who is Dal Chawal? Then there's Regina Philange, Yash, Regina Philange, MMSK, Kritika, Anirudh, Sana, Janisha, bought in football. I'm not sure if this is the same Yash. Is it the same Yash though? Yeah, it is the same Yash. What have I done? फिर से depress कर दिया. अरे यार, you realize that the answer was different after. Anjali is Dal Chawal, the one who did this work. I am the one who did this work. Yes, absolutely correct. बिल्कुल ठीक है. I am the one who did this work. Because we are referring to subject here. I am the one subject. ठीक है, verb ये है, तो हम I को ही refer कर रहे हैं, तो who लगा रहे हैं. Similarly, if I say she is the girl dash is my friend. So she is the girl, she is the subject. When we're talking about a subject, because वो हमारा verb भी उसी से related है, उसी को refer करेंगे तो who लगाएंगे. So she is the girl who is my friend. ठीक है? Am I from an IIM? No, unfortunately not. I am from that travel. Congratulations, by the way, Anjali. I am Hindu and then Jamia and then Cambridge. So those are all the credentials I have. Unfortunately, IIM is not one of them, but I wish I could. Not my field. Okay. That's where I'm going to take your leave. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Stay safe. I'm going to see you on Friday now. And when I see you, I hope that I create a better mentee. Then this way you're not still depressed. Take care of yourselves. Until then, be good. Bye. Good night.